Hi, we're going to be taking a quick look at some brand new faux leather-backed webbings, discussing how to use them on bag projects and also just what sets them apart and makes them a quality item for use in your projects. Hi, it's Charles at Empress Mills, and today we're taking a brief look at some new webbings that we've received into stock here at Empress HQ. Been quite excited to get hold of these, which I know seems a bit silly for a webbing, but they do have some pretty unique features that I want to touch on, particularly this faux leather back, and they are just a really nice premium quality webbing, which gives a nice finish to your projects. So the main feature, there's two key features. The first being they are nice and decorative. All of them have this lovely striped effect, gives you plenty of options to match to either the fabrics, which we'll take a little bit of a look at how we've approached that with some of the samples that you'll see in front of me now. So it gives you plenty of colours to match to from that point of view, but also just adds a nice jazzy finish in general. It just saves being a standard plain webbing, for example. The other big sort of touch of quality and that adds a really fantastic feature to the actual finish of the webbing is that it is faux leather backed. So it comes with this backing already attached, and it's a nice firm, it's got a nice firm bond, so it's not going anywhere. The bonus of that is, one, yes, it gives you a quality finish. It gives you the nice jazzy front, so you've got the design front and that nice leather back, but it also stops the webbing from rolling and scrunching, which can be a problem with some sort of standard webbings. And so this means that when you've got it on your shoulder as a bag, it's not going to be scrunching up, so it's not going to be cutting, for example, whether you can see this against my shirt. It will stay flat. Obviously very, very crucial, particularly for bags intended for heavier weight items. And the same applies for if you're carrying it in your hand. It won't bunch up like a carrier bag, for example. It won't bunch up, so it just stops that rolling, and it does it in a nice quality way with it being a nice leather backing. And that is the real key features of it. Touched on. In terms of matching to different fabrics, we've picked... Oops, that's falling off on me. In terms of matching to different fabrics, I will just quickly show you these, because we've chosen the fabrics that we've made these samples out of on purpose. This obviously shows matching to the colourway and also how well it works with a striped fabric. We've got this one, how well it works with a gingham, and also look at the effect matching that gingham check to the actual webbing itself as well. So it just works perfectly in those sort of, I wouldn't say the stripes, but obviously the stripes of the check, if you will. And again, that pink working fantastically with the fabric itself. This is an interesting one where we've just tied to the design in general. And again, I know I mentioned it on that first one, but because you've got lots of different colours as part of the stripe, it does give you plenty of options to blend to in terms of your actual fabric. And finally, this is one of my favourites, to be honest, a plain fabric being used for the bag itself, but being jazzed up with the webbing. So the webbing is the design feature. It means you can pick just a nice standard fabric. You're going to use webbing on it anyway, so you can choose this nice quality webbing. It comes with the bonus of being leather backed, it's not rolling, and it adds the design feature. It's just an all-round cracker, isn't it, when you think of it from that point of view. For the bag itself, it is nice, strong, load-bearing webbing. It's really, really tough stuff. And the way we've done it, it's just been sewn into the seam of the bag, just so you know, in case you've got any questions on that at all. As you can see, it just loops around there at the bottom. But it does give you that load-bearing finish, which is obviously key for a quality webbing as well. In terms of stitching, it's a question we often get asked, particularly by email. I do a lot of the emails along with some of the ladies here. It's a question we get asked a lot. For these, we have used a universal needle, so just a standard needle is fine, but the thread we've used, and I think you'll be able to, not that it matters too much, but you can just see it running up the side there. The thread we've used is Empress Thread Plus. That's a 75s polycore thread. And just to put that in perspective in terms of the weight of thread, it is half as thick again as what we would class as a standard weight thread, but it is twice as strong. It's a really, really clever thread from that point of view. I'll touch on it in a future video, so keep an eye out for that. But it is fantastic whenever you're stitching bag projects or indeed any heavier weight items. It will go through the webbing absolutely fine, and obviously usually when you're working with a bag it tends to be either a heavier weight fabric or you can be punching through multiple layers, and the 75 stands up to that fantastically well. And with it having that little bit of extra strength, wonderful for bag making, because it'll mean when those seams are put under stress, the stitching won't tear. It's a really quality thread, perfect for anything along these sort of lines. Really good option, just bear that in mind. And that is everything. There are 8 shades. Have I got 8 right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I have. There are 8 shades in the range. We do have it in different widths as well. Obviously the 25mm, the 1 inch wide, which is what we've got before us today, is by far the favourite. We've only had it in stock a little while, but it's already proved really popular as the inch wide, which is why I thought we'd show you today. And I hope I've covered everything with it. If you've got any questions, do get in touch. Bag making, thread choice, webbing choice, hardware, the haberdashery around it, anything like that, we would be absolutely delighted to help with any queries at all. You can email us, there's a form on the website to do that. You can message us through any of the social media channels, or of course don't hesitate, pick up the phone, the telephone number's on the site, chat to me or one of the wonderful Empress team. We would be delighted to help with anything like this, or indeed any of the Empress ranges. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.